The numbers are just coming out now, and we don't see much change in the numbers for initial jobless claims. They do rise to 209,000 last week, but that's still a very, very low number. Now, we should point out, you've heard a lot about layoffs the last 48 hours or so, including more today from Dow. Those won't show up as jobless claims until those people's severance runs out. So we wouldn't expect the numbers that we've heard this week to suddenly show up. But all right, here's the interesting thing. Last week's numbers were revised up from 200 to 210. So the rise to 209 is actually a decline to 209. So that's the way these things work. A couple other numbers that are out this morning. We have the non-farm productivity and unit labor costs revisions, and there's no revision. 4.9% for productivity in the third quarter and negative 1.9% for unit labor costs. But here's a number that will matter to the economy, and that is the trade balance for November. Remember, it came in at $29.2 billion, an extraordinarily low number when first reported, it reported for October. The number is for November 56.8. One of the reasons that the Atlanta Fed GDP Now number is so strong is because imports collapsed in October after so much stuff was pulled forward. And now it looks like we're getting much more of the kind of trade balance we have been getting in the past. Imports rose 5%, while exports fell 3.6%. So that will add, it will subtract basically from that GDP Now figure, and probably we're going to fall under the 5% anticipated number at this point.
So, Mike, you think, and you're indicating really, and I think this is important, that the trade numbers have kind of been skewing the GDP read that we've been getting. Can you tell us about underlying demand? What's happening just to broader consumption outside of that story?
Well, underlying demand has been relatively strong. It has slowed some, and there's going to be a lot of interest in fourth quarter spending. Retail sales have been okay and personal spending okay, but we don't have that data for December out yet. So we're waiting on that, and that will tell us much more about how strong the economy is. One thing that's going to be concerning is this collapse in consumer sentiment, because people spend what they earn, and the consumer confidence numbers that came out from the Conference Board this week suggest that people don't think jobs are going to be available, and they don't think their incomes are going to be going up in the months ahead. So in that case, they may be a little more cautious in spending.
Mike McKee, appreciate it. Thank you, sir.